the amount of SKUs, the breadth of capabilities you guys showcase is awesome. And just by looking at the snapshot, engineers can quickly say, wow, Poba is more than just, you know, you're not young anymore, you're not new, you've got the technical depth and expertise that you need to compete in any arena in balloons. And I think this allowed you guys to be, you know, new name, new kid on the block to a real contender and somebody who is a long-term viable partner and really pushing the boundaries of innovation beyond what was out there at the time, right? And is out there now, frankly.
Yeah, and we have no intention of slowing down the technical advances of balloons in interventional medicine or surgical medicine. I mean, we're going to continue to promote whatever the latest and greatest technology, whether it's a new material, a blended material, a layered material. I mean, all these things are going to be opportunities for our customers to get a first-hand look at it when they go on the Chamfr store and are looking for something that has a certain burst pressure requirement or is capable of delivering a pharmaceutical or is capable of attaching through high traction. I mean, all those things are front and center right now, and we're putting a lot of effort into it. And we're going to continue to just expand the breadth of offering. And I think that expansion isn't going to just be a 3x18 nylon balloon that everybody in the world can manufacture and nobody needs.
Right.
So that balloon has no business really sitting on the shelf at Poba, but
that's a great point. So have you found new market opportunities by leveraging the Chamfr tool? Because what's awesome is, you know, we have people, as you know, ordering from 30 plus countries in every conceivable market. So a lot of people have found benefit in being able to have the engineers come and tell you the application they're using it for, which might be different than what you've traditionally been marketing yourselves into. Yeah. And that allows you to say, okay, we really need to expand our capabilities and our, you know, into this arena, if you will, to serve a market outside of, like you said, the traditional structural heart or interventional or whatever it is.
No, and I think structural heart and interventional still have room for growth, but I mean, a good example is an application in robotic surgery that was discovered on Chamfr that allowed us to then go into a GI application where a balloon was being required as a vehicle to deliver robotic surgical tools. So, yeah, I mean, those are applications that would have taken a sales guy years to find, if ever, right? I mean, I think, you know, yet the part was close enough. Then led to the prototype, which then led to a failed procedure, which then led to a better balloon that had higher traction.
Right.
So like that's just, I mean, that's the steps that I think Chamfr gets you in that early adoption. And I think as more engineers start to become familiar with the offerings on Chamfr, it's going to continue to mushroom. I think we're going to continue to look at ways to just be innovative in what we're offering and be as smart as we can about the missing pieces in the gaps in our offering, and then let the balloons lead to other things. I mean, if the balloon is the starting point for that customer, can we do a sub-assembly or a braided shaft or a full assembly? I think all those pieces are coming, and I think it'll all start with the balloon. I mean, I think that's
your entry point to build the relationship, to understand the problem they're trying to solve, and how you can offer any part of the solution or all of it, right?
Yeah. And many times the balloon is the most complicated piece. Maybe not when you're doing a robotic surgical.
Possibly not then.
It may not be the most complicated, but in many cases it's the most complicated piece of that device, aside from maybe a drug or something else that's involved with respect to, you know, heart valves and tissue and all these other things that happen to occur once the balloon is built into that either delivery system or final device. So
I'm impressed with how many different applications that I hadn't even thought of that we're selling products in. Like, a lot of people think, oh, it's just a catheter marketplace, but really I think we don't realize how many components cross multiple markets and have applicability in areas that we didn't even know they were being used in, right? Or I know we talked previously about potentially some consumer products or other things. It's like we make medical for medical, but a lot of people can't access components with the quality and the technical complexity that medical has developed them for. So I think they're coming to our space to look for things that they can't get elsewhere, which is pretty impressive.
No, it is. And I think some of the some of the applications that we're finding, and I mean, I never knew ENT was a thing. Like, I knew there was something called sinusitis, but I didn't know
specific
there
application,
was
not a
massive
domain.
innovation within ENT, whether it's eustachian tube or epistaxis or snoring or sleep apnea or like the list is long. But I mean that's a great example of I think interventional cardiology, right?
Right.
That's like,
That's your
that's the whole
domain.
grail. But then there's massive movement in all parts of the body.